trying so hard not to see the possibility?
Because it's impossible, Adil. Look, all of this is an escape from my reality.
Guys, tighten your seatbelt because this movie is going to blow your mind. This one a Wonga love movie. Hi amazing people, welcome to my YouTube channel, Movie Chat with Tiana. Please don't forget to subscribe, like and leave your comments about this video in the comment section. Remember, this recap is not meant to replace the original movie, either should it stop you from seeing the movie in its full originality. Always fall back to Prime Video to see the movie in full. Spoilers ahead. The movie begins with Adil in the sitting room trying to convince his mother about his decision to further his education in banking, leaving the law he has studied behind. After more deliberations, his dad convinced his mother. Shortly, his auntie walked in and he greeted her. Auntie Kafil and her sister are so bonded in love that nothing could separate their sisterhood. They often gossip and argue at the same time in unison and love. Adil leaves for the camp. While on the road, his brother shares his worry as he's expecting a baby from a lady he had just one night of fun with, which he doesn't love. Anyways, Adil finally arrives at the camp. On alighting from the car, he spots Adina, his long-time crush from university days. Immediately, he tries to reach out to her, but camp rules doesn't allow him to. He settles in his room, tired. In the morning, during their morning workout, Adil finally approaches her and offers to have breakfast with her. Whilst they were eating, he got a call from his girlfriend Lola, but tells Adina that he is in a complicated relationship. From that day forward, Adil became very close to Adina. He offered to be her project partner. She hesitated at first but later accepted. Then, the love journey began. They worked day and night together, had their presentations together, which Adina did not do so well the first day, but got it right the second time. Adil and Adina continued to be a great team and friends. Then Adil, being a very smart and intelligent student, answered questions very well in class. One night, as Adil was having snack with Adina, he complained further about his girlfriend, and Adina tells him that he indulged her and is very consent and convenient for her, and kept receiving texts. Adil got a call from his brother about his pregnant girlfriend Lena. This changed Adil's mood. Then he tells her the full story. One night, Adil texts Adina to come out to the park for some late night snack. When she came, they had drinks together, and one thing leading to another, they had fun together in the rain. The following day, Adil overheard Adina making a phone call with love languages. He asked her if it were her boyfriend, but she said no, insisting there is no boyfriend. Adil visits her in her apartment late in the night. After meeting with her, he goes ahead to tell Adina how he feels about her, right from university days. Adina reminds him that all of what they have is just them fooling around, but Adil says he does not fool around. What he feels for her is real. She says she likes it but do not want to ask for more. They held one another and had fun together in the kitchen. The next day, the lovebirds got their posting letters. Adina was posted to Ibadan, but Adil was posted to Abuja. He wasn't happy because they'll be away from each other. Adil got a call from his girlfriend Lola, and he tells her upfront that he's not dating her anymore because he now has a new girlfriend. Adina confronts him again on not wanting to be his girlfriend because they are 2 worlds apart from each other. Adil couldn't help but freak out on her, asking her why she is so desperate to going back to Ibadan and why she failed the project on purpose. Adina had ensured that her grades are reduced so she could go back to Ibadan. They ended their conversation in chaos. Adina began her job in Ibadan and settled in very well. Her friend advised her to loosen up and give love another chance. Again, Adil flashes back to the time when she and Adil were having fun and had a good time, which made him feel very good. Adil's brother tells their father how he doesn't want to marry Nina and wants to be a single parent. Their father in return questions Adil on who the girl is that is making him so happy and blush all the time. Adil traveled all the way to Ibadan to see Adina. She was shocked to see him in her house. On seeing her son, Adil connected with him immediately without asking questions. He carried the boy, Jaden, inside. At night, she told him the whole story. Adil felt really sorry for her and says her single parent will not change how he feels for her or about her, and has gotten his transfer to Ibadan. He says being without her is driving him crazy and wants to spend the rest of his life with her. At work, he made love advances at her and kept sending her text messages. He took them out on weekends and wrote her love text messages at work. He helped her with Jaden's classwork and spends quality time with them. Adil snaps a photo with Adina and her son and then sends her the picture in her phone. One night after work, he asks her to marry him, but she refuses, saying her mother won't accept her because she's a single mother. But Adil assures her that his mother is not going to be the problem. One day, Adil's mother and auntie, Kafil and Karima, storms in Adina's house in all happiness, and Adil followed them shortly after. It appears that Adil lied to his family about having a son with her. The women were filled with joy and treated Jaden with all happiness like a gold. Angry Adina questioned Adil on why he would make such decisions without considering in her first. He apologized, saying it was only the way to get his family to accept her. She angrily said she would go to them and tell them the truth. On getting to the sitting room, she found her son peacefully asleep in their arms, and this melted all her anger away. Adil's mom offered to put him down in bed herself. In the bedroom, she privately asked Adina if her son rejected the boy. She says no, but she only introduced him to Adil recently. With this, she tells her to come by the house on Sunday, where she will host a party to formally introduce Jaden to the rest of the family. On the said day, they decorated their house with most family members in attendance. Then Adina arrived with Jaden. Adil blossomed in love and excitement. After the party, Adil's mom, still overflowing in happiness, showed Jaden his new room, and Adina moved in with them. Adina worried of what his family's reaction would be when they find out the truth. Adil confronts her to not bother herself about all of that and enjoy the moment. In the morning, Adil's father tells Adina to join him in having breakfast. At that moment, he asks her if banking was what she really wanted to do, but she says it's advertising instead. He promised to call in a few favors that would put her where she truly wants to be. Adina's friends advises her to be grateful for all that has happened in her life and how happy she is now. When her friend asked her about the biological father of her son, she says the last time she called him, he rained abusive words on her. Auntie Kafil and Karima called Adina to help choose the Ashwebi fabric for her 55th birthday celebration coming up that weekend. She made her choice and they decided to go with it. Adina tells her lover to take things slow as he wanted her to have their own baby. This didn't go well with Adil, who left her to play with Jaden. At night, when Adil returned, she offered to bathe him, and while they were in the bathroom, she apologized to him for the things she said.
I don't want to fight.
On the day of the birthday party, everyone dressed their best. Auntie Kafil and Karima and the rest of the family danced their way into the venue. Adina was on the same table as Karima and her sister Kafil. Then Adil came with his brother, who made few speeches, and boom! Adil popped the questions. While she was still trying to figure out what to say or the response to give, Kafil's son, Lade, walks into the venue. And guess what, guys? He is the biological father to Jaden. Adina froze and became very, very uncomfortable after she had said yes to Adil's proposal. On the table, Lade ruined the night by spilling the beans and telling everyone that Adina has a son with him, which she claims to be his. Angry Adil couldn't hold himself, so he went physical on Lade. Then guys, party scatter. Adil kept knocking at Adina's room to no avail. She basically cried herself to sleep that night. In the morning, she left for her home in Ibadan with Jaden. Adil's father called for a family meeting, and Adil explains to them that he forced Adina to join him in lying about her son, as he thought it would be the only way of her being accepted into the family because of how the mother perceived single mothers to be. Ladi, on the other hand, refused to admit that he is the real father of Jaden. This made his mom, Kafi, very upset. The two sisters argued seriously until Papa, the man of the house, intervened. As the drama continued, a video of the fight that happened last night went viral online on social media, and Adil yet again went physical on Lade. Adina, on seeing the demeaning comments about her on social media, cried so much. Kafi called her son to order in her shop and instructed him to do right by the poor girl, and also condemned his wicked actions of abandoning a girl who claims to be pregnant for him after many years. Adil visits Adina at her place, asking for forgiveness, but guess what? She tells him it is over between them. This made Adil very shattered. He went home to his brother crying and looking very, very unlike his usual self. Frustration was written all over his body, and his brother could not help but text their dad and informs him about Adil, that he needs them now more than ever. Adina receives a phone call from Papa, who reminds her that his home is always open for her whenever she feels like returning to them. Kafil and Karima and Lade makes a video apologizing to Adina for ruining her reputation. She blushed in joy, and all her colleagues saw the video and they could not help but also blush with her. Jaden decided to call Adil's line, inviting him for Father's Day celebration happening in his school. Adina couldn't help but shed tears as she overhears what was happening in the background, what they were saying over the phone. Adina returns the call, inviting Adil herself to come for the Father's Day event, but he declined. She wept bitterly driving home that day. On the day of the events of the Father's Day celebration, Adil showed up and handed Jaden his gift. As he was about to leave, he met the rest of his family members with a written inscription on their polos saying, "Will you marry me, fool?" Adina then begs him to give her a second chance, and he agrees. Everyone shouted in joy and laughter, and the rest was history. This brings me to the end of this wonderful movie recap. To the ladies under the sound of my voice, just pray to be married into a family like that of Adil and have mother-in-laws like Auntie Kafil and Karima. Tell me what you think about this movie in the comment section, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and always stay glued to my channel. Bye!